This is Corsair Cove. Build a sprawling pirate haven, raise a fleet to explore the high seas, and take on the crown to keep the age of piracy alive. From ale to flintlock pistols, and from scallywags to swashbucklers, you'll need to manage complex production chains and govern a rowdy crew to reign supreme over the seas. I am Primus, and this is OctaviusReviews.com, a player's guide. Let's jump right in.
The tides have changed. The age of pirates is nearing its grisly end. Crown rules supreme. Pirate hunters roam the seven seas. Hunters like Amara, that Spanish harrier. Never thought I'd end up in her brig. She's a clever wench. I'll hand it to her. She made only one mistake. She threw me in with a solid crew of pirates. This might be worth a shot. Good thing I was able to hide this little beauty.
Alarm! The prisoners are free! Stop them! No pirate leaves this ship alive!
Swim for your lives, you solid wretches! Look at us. Once mighty pirates all. Lost, half drowned, and nothing but the skin on our backs. But we're still breathing. And that, my friends, is more than enough. Because all it takes is the right crew, the right place, to turn the tides of fate back in our favor.
You are free to explore without restriction. It is wise to notice where your resource spots are located, as the terrain invites curiosity and careful planning. The pirate camp marks the heart of your settlement. It is the first sign of life on this rugged shore, but also marks your boundaries with a blue line. The interface opens to show quests and objectives. Resources appear as simple numbers. With deep meaning, the compass waits for your first decision. Your journey begins with observation. Understanding the island is your first victory. Every choice you make will shape its future. The cliffs are not obstacles. They are part of your logistical network. Placing a building on a cliff creates automatic connections. These connections form invisible arteries of movement. Green lines show stable routes. They represent safe and efficient travel. Yellow lines show strained routes. They warn you of potential delay with days. Red lines show blocked routes. They demand immediate attention. When automatic connections fail, you create them manually. Manual connections give you full control. Vertical terrain demands careful planning. Some buildings will have dependencies on other buildings that need to be placed adjacent to each. This can be very challenging as real estate is at a premium. A single misplaced building can slow your entire settlement. Cliffside construction rewards patience and foresight. Every connection influences the flow of goods and workers. Your settlement thrives when movement is smooth. The pirate camp defines your influence radius. This radius determines who feels safe and supported. Morale rises and falls with the needs of your crew. Resolving issues quickly is rewarded. Housing increases satisfaction. Shelter gives pirates a sense of belonging. Food stabilizes daily life. Drink lifts spirits and strengthens camaraderie. Every improvement strengthens cohesion. A satisfied camp works faster and complains less. A dissatisfied camp becomes unpredictable. Your pirates rely on you for structure and stability. Their morale is the foundation of your progress. Wood deposits provide your first raw material. Wooden boards are the backbone of early construction and are often required for maintenance. Extraction must balance with depletion. If you drain too quickly, the deposit will vanish. That could ruin your game, as you may be dependent on that resource. A workshop transforms stone into refined blocks. Refined blocks unlock advanced structural defenses like cannon towers. Production chains link extraction, refinement, and distribution. Each chain has its own rhythm. Resource flow determines the pace of your expansion. A slow chain limits growth. A fast chain demands more workers. Balance is the key to sustainable development. And that is the pre-game. Once you build your first pier, the game expands as the pier is your gateway to the sea. As you expand your reach beyond the island, your first ship defines your early exploration. Its statistics reveal strength and vulnerability. Captain perks modify combat and travel. Some perks improve speed, damage, and some reduce supply consumption. Crew and supplies determine voyage length. A prepared ship expands your world, though you will need to upgrade your pier. As your settlement advances, sea exploration is interesting because you can collect refugees and acquire new crew and pirates to join your settlement, which is how the game resolves population growth. The compass reveals 4 principles. Notoriety shapes your reputation. Empire shapes your authority. Seafaring shapes your exploration. Wealth shapes your economy. Each principle represents a philosophy. A single point changes your strategic identity. These principles guide long-term growth. Upgrading your buildings, ships, and participating in world events. The game will have you juggling a variety of issues as your population expands, so you will not have endless time to keep everything moving in the right direction. On sea raids, and general pirate activities involving much plunder. Once you have your ship and crew settled, and you have chosen your most fearsome pirate captain, you can then begin to explore the world. Distant islands and hidden dangers and fat merchant ships await. Combat begins with a dice roll, and RNG will determine your success or failure. Attack and counterattack resolve through probability. Supplies influence survival. Low supplies weaken your chances. Victory grants loot and progress. Dealing with labor issues, you will find it helpful to micromanage your production chains. Since you can pause the game, you can take your time. Dig through the meta to understand your surpluses, shortages, and rates of production. Pausing a building frees workers for urgent tasks and can relieve temporary labor issues. Corsair Cove is definitely a game where micromanagement is a strong hook. This has been OctaviusReviews.com's A Player's Guide. We hope you enjoyed our guide, and if you found it useful, please like and subscribe. Until next time.
No hay captura. Cada pista nos llevó a otra. Cada nombre a 10 más. Cada intento de aislar el fenómeno solo evidenció algo más grande. El movimiento de Orek Estilo dejó de ser un objetivo, se convirtió en un sistema. Ya no hablamos de un grupo, ni de una organización. Hablamos de una red en expansión constante, imposible de rastrear en su totalidad. Está en las calles, en los audífonos, en las voces de quienes alguna vez fueron considerados víctimas y que ahora replican el mensaje como si siempre hubiera sido suyo. Intentamos frenarlo.